I'm Scipio, Skip Jones, and I've found a secret. I have found the real secret of the Thunderbird. Stick around, and I'll tell you how it happened. I was in my office at the dealership the other day when it came to me like a bolt of thunder. I found the secret of selling Thunderbirds.
What is your big secret?
Huh? Well, who's that? Who are you?
I'm the person in charge of helping all Ford salesmen make more Thunderbird sales.
Well, I'm not telling my secret. I want to sew the Thunderbird market up before other salesmen get wise.
Can't blame you for that, but maybe I can help. I won't say anything until you get as much business as you can handle.
Well, okay. I'm going out after sales. A lot of guys wait till the prospect comes in, see? But there are a jillion Thunderbird prospects out there just waiting to be plucked. Now, those prospects are busy people, doctors, lawyers, businessmen, who don't have time to come into a dealership. So I doped it out. If I can get to them, I'll sell all kinds of Thunderbirds. I can't miss. Why, I'll be about the only guy out pounding on doors.
What about prospects?
I've got that figured, too. Anybody can find prospects easily if they just look. There are all kinds of lists. Prestige owners list. You know, people who own prestige or high-priced cars, including present Thunderbird owners. There are the dealerships owner lists, medium-price car owners lists, lists of country club and service club members. And there's one source that's going to be the biggest help of all. Referrals that come into Ford from the new Thunderbird Owner Loyalty Program. I can't go wrong with names from businessmen who are already sold on their own Thunderbirds.
That all makes sense. And you're right about going out for business. But it's no secret that people outside will buy if they're approached right and given half a chance.
That's it. Everybody knows how great a car the Thunderbird is, and I've got a surefire gimmick to put more romance in it. Tell 'em the Thunderbird story. Snow 'em with real Indian lore.
Well...
Here's where I call my first prospect, Dr. Waldo Emerson, referred by Mr. S.A. Thimblewaite, president of the Second National Bank. Can't go wrong. Hello, Dr. Emerson. I'm Skip Jones of Hancock Ford. Yes, sir, just a block from the stadium. I'd like to take a minute or two of your time to tell you about something a great many men in your position are interested in. Will tomorrow afternoon or Friday be more convenient? Oh, no, sir, at your office. Well, thank you, Dr. Emerson. I'll be there at 2 sharp. Nice of you to see me, Doctor. I want to talk to you about the new 1961 Thunderbird outside with your name on it. And say, you ever hear how the Thunderbird got its name? Well, to the Indians...
Young man, I didn't order any new car, let alone a new Thunderbird.
Well, you see it, Dr. Emerson. Beautiful. Just picture you and your wife driving up to the country club door.
Now, wait a minute. I don't belong to a country club. Don't have time for such foolishness.
Well, how about when you and your wife drive to the movies? It's a great car.
Don't go out to the movies. Don't have time for such foolishness. Now, good day, young man.
Well, yeah, but what about your new Thunderbird? Everybody who can afford it ought to have one.
Just take it with you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy. Don't have time for foolishness.
So I'm back at my office, thinking it over. Maybe this isn't such a hot idea. Then I hear that voice again.
Well?
The voice says. I tell him the sad story. He kind of laughs.
It's not as bad as you think, little brother. Going out to the prospect is excellent. The prospect sources you mentioned, referrals, prestige owners lists, and all the rest, they'll steer you in the right direction. But you did miss one part of the secret of yours.
Yeah? What's that?
A good way to present the Thunderbird, to get the prospect interested enough to want a demonstration.
But it's a Thunderbird. Isn't that enough?
Not by a wigwam full. It has features and reasons for being the car it is. Sell those. Take a look at that. It's a Thunderbird prospectus, a booklet to arouse interest and motivate buying, to give you something to talk about at a prospect's home or in his office. You show it to each prospect and use it as a guide to lead him logically from Thunderbird quality to features to models and equipment, with an explanation of benefits that makes him want a demonstration ride. And after the demonstration, the prospectus has prices and a pocket for your own order form so you can complete the sale.
All right. I'll give it a try. I'll go back to see Doc Emerson. Well, thanks for giving me a second chance, Doctor. I know you're busy.
Haven't got time for foolishness.
Yes, sir. I know you're busy, but I made a bad mistake in assuming the Thunderbird name would hypnotize you into buying. This time, I'd like to explain why America's most wanted car is a good, sound investment.
Investment? Well, that's a more practical approach, young man.
Yes, sir. There are a lot of good reasons why I'm sure the new Thunderbird will interest you. Now, let me show you. Its design, for instance, will never grow old. As any Thunderbird owner will tell you, it's a real pleasure to drive. Its quality and features are unmatched by any American luxury car, yet its price is less than any of these cars. Not only that, Thunderbird has the highest resale value of any American-made car.
Interesting.
Now, I'll go on to show you why the Thunderbird's craftsmanship means lasting quality. It's built in. Production quality, not quantity, is the rule at the Thunderbird plant. And this is one of the newest, finest assembly plants in the world.
Nice, but it's difficult to drive a plant, young man. What about the car?
Now, let's start with the body. It's in one solid piece, so it's rigid and rattle-free. It's built to give you exceptional comfort and safety throughout its long life.
Well, that is a start, even if it sounds familiar.
Oh, yes, sir. There are other cars with a unitized body, but none with the careful attention that goes into that body. Every Thunderbird body has over 5,000 individual welds. Each one is carefully checked for strength.
Each one?
Yes, sir. And then the seams are leaded and hand-rubbed to perfect smoothness.
Mm-hmm.
Every Thunderbird body is double rust-proof, too. Individual body panels are rust-proof before assembly, and then the body is dipped in a rust-proofing bath after all welds are inspected and approved.
Mm-hmm. Seems thorough enough.
Doctor, this two-way protection is exclusive with Thunderbird in its field. And painting a Thunderbird is a thorough process involving 5 coats. 3 primer coats go on first, with hand sanding after each one. And that's followed by 2 finish coats, with heat and humidity rigidly controlled to assure uniformity of the finish. And to further protect any new Thunderbird against rust and corrosion, every one gets the added protection of undercoating at the factory.
I see.
Now, this is another exclusive in the Thunderbird price range.
You make it sound as if it'll last forever.
A long, long time, anyway. Quality and fit of interior appointments and upholstery panels are a Thunderbird must. All these refinements, more attractive than ever before for 1961, distinguish your new Thunderbird as a true luxury car. Your Thunderbird gets a complete test drive, too. All performance and handling factors are checked out by an experienced test driver.
Mm-hmm.
Every Thunderbird must pass this critical test before shipment, Doctor. That's why there are always a few miles showing on a new Thunderbird. These are just a few of the painstaking steps that assure you of superb, fine car quality in your new Thunderbird, Dr. Emerson.
Well, it does appear that your Thunderbirds are well made.
Yes, sir. But you haven't seen what the Thunderbird's features will do for you. Styling is one thing that distinguishes the new 1961 Thunderbird. Classic Thunderbird styling is more elegant than ever before. It's unmistakable and designed to stay right in style. And you know how important performance and handling are, Doctor.
Yes, I do.
All the power of this car's standard 390 Special V8 is perfectly matched to the car's weight and size. Yet all that power is completely controlled by power steering and big brakes that stop you smoothly every time.
I see.
Wider tread, fore and aft, adds to Thunderbird's stability and cornering, too. I know you want a car that's comfortable.
Very important.
Individual contour seats this year have 12 more pounds of foam rubber than previous models, and are also longer and higher. Thunderbird's exclusive new swing-away steering wheel pivots 10 inches to the right for much easier entry and exit.
Mm-hmm.
More spacious interiors also ensure comfortable driving. Doorways are wider and higher for the convenience of front and rear seat passengers. And Dr. Emerson, for your Thunderbird, you have a wide variety of standard and optional interiors to choose from. Anodized aluminum trim is color-matched to fit the scheme you choose. Now, we'll talk more about that later. Now, here are just a few of the Thunderbird's outstanding convenience features. Airplane-type dome lights for rear passengers. Big glove box between the two front seats, and it's lighted. The trunk and the ashtray are also lighted. And your Thunderbird has a new floating rear-view mirror to reduce annoying vibration. All of these superior features, Doctor, are the reasons that the Thunderbird holds its value better than any other American-made luxury car. There's no such thing as an old-fashioned Thunderbird.
Well, I must admit, young man, that the benefits you've outlined are appealing. A friend of mine bought one.
Mr. Thimbleweight?
Yes. He's very well pleased with his. But I'm afraid,
I know you're too busy to come to our dealership, but take a few minutes more to let the car sell itself. I have a Thunderbird right outside. It can prove everything I've said. So I took him for a demonstration ride. I knew he wanted to get back. But as soon as he took the wheel, his interest was really aroused. He was sold on that Thunderbird. The pre-selling with the use of the prospectus led to the ride. And then he was a gone goose. Back in his office, we discussed the model, color, interior, and options and accessories he wanted from the prospectus and talked price. He didn't think it was foolishness this time. In fact, he thanked me for coming to see him. I left my demonstrator and took the doctor's car back to the dealership for an appraisal. Later, after getting the signed order from the doctor, I returned to my office and I heard the voice again.
Well?
So I tell him what happened and remind him of his promise not to tell any other Thunderbird salesman for a while.
I won't. But you can't keep a good thing quiet from any enterprising salesman for long. It's easy for them to find Thunderbird prospects from normal sources, and they can't find much better prospects than from the owner loyalty program referrals. Then using the prospectus as a guide to sell reasons for buying Thunderbird leads to the demonstration that lets the new Thunderbird prove its soundness as an automotive investment. Naturally, this secret of yours isn't a cure-all. You won't hit every time, but it'll make money for you if you work it.
Sure, you're right. Any Ford salesman can make money on Thunderbird sales if he knows the secret. And that's why I want to keep it quiet. Hey, just who are you anyway?
Ugh! I am Chief Big Thunder, Spirit of the Thunderbird.